elementary school, how many of you were asked to write about someone that you looked up to? Well, for most of us, that person is a parent. My father is my hero, and he's impacted my life in more ways than I could ever think before. He is compassionate, funny, and he is one of the strongest men that I've ever met. When I used to get in trouble as a kid, he would sit me down in our living room and he would tell me about life. And it would last for probably 2 hours. And after we were done, I always felt wiser and like I had a better handle on the world. And he was always there with a hug and compassionate words when school or my extracurriculars got too stressful. I actually still have one of the cards he gave me after my first breakup. Serious breakup. He can make me laugh like no one else can. Sometimes he doesn't even know that he's being funny. It's just his tone of voice or the way that he words things is just simply hilarious. And he's always quick to tell an embarrassing story about me when my friends come over. The first time he met my best friend Alec, he told him about the time I ran into a corner of the wall when I was a toddler and had an egg bump on my forehead for a good 2 weeks. His strength and determination for life is something that I will always admire. When I was 13, I got a call that no one wants to get. That night, I spent at my friend's house with my little brother because my mom spent the night at the hospital with my dad. He had been in an accident earlier that day when he was at work at USF, and the doctors weren't sure if they were able to salvage his arms. For the month following, after he spent countless days in surgery, I visited him as much as I could, and even though he was the one hooked up with tubes and machines, our whole conversation was geared around making me feel better. And he always puts others before himself, and that's something that I think everyone should strive to do in their lives. The day of his accident, when he was being carried away in the ambulance, he was thinking of my brother and I, and he made sure that someone was there to pick us up from school. Little did I know when I was born that the man who is to be my father would be the most compassionate, funny, and strong-willed man alive. He's irreplaceable.